do as I say, not as I do. Everyone's heard of that, right? But in this specific context, I'm talking about Hamza, because in a video he talked about, I think it was like an hour long. It was just a live stream, right? Talking about how to become a YouTuber. And in that video, he was explaining how, like, you know, you've got like little dick energy if you're going to, you know, Reddit and just typing in like, oh, like, you know, check out my video, and going to Facebook groups of just self-improvement and just like spamming your shit, right? That may or may not be relevant. And, you know, to this point, like, I'm not sure if that's such a bad thing, right? So at the moment, I'm not averaging many viewers, and, you know, I guess I'm just, you know, preying on the algorithm to, you know, get people to watch my shit, right? And also just, I'm trying to put out stuff that's like enjoyable to watch, but also is just reflecting of like how I'm feeling in the moment and the stuff I'm learning. But that's the thing, right? Because I could sit there and, you know, do it how I'm doing, or I could do what Hamza did, right? Because it got him somewhere. That's the thing, is that people like Graham Stephan, if you know him on YouTube, he's just a big finance guru, great guy, I assume. But on his videos, I mean, he talks about how, like, you should invest your money in an index fund, you know, wait for that 8% to make you a millionaire in like 50 years or whatever. And, you know, like, he gives credit card advice and all that shit's good. But he made his money through real estate, through being a real estate agent and working his ass off. Like, I don't think most people understand. This man worked his entire ass off. He also goes to the gym. Like, this dude is just not like a pushover dude, but like, he doesn't talk about like the sweat equity you have to pour into something in order to get a return, right? He definitely put his effort in. I believe like he should talk about that more personally, but then he goes and tells people, you know, the average person, that they just need an index fund, which I would not think is as rewarding as, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars per year in real estate deals. Just me. So when Hamza says this, right, I just have to question, you know, is this like do as I say, not as I do? Is this actual wisdom? Like, which one is it? Because I'd like to see, like, you know, people usually will, you know, turn around and they'll look at their past and they'll go like, man, I wish I did this differently. I wish I did that differently. But it got them to where they're at. Maybe it took a little longer, but it got them where they're at, right? Like, that's just something I have to think about. And I wonder, like, I don't know what y'all think, but that's just, I mean, because a lot of other people, a lot of finance gurus, a lot of successful people, like, say that, like, you know, they'll give you advice on stuff not to do, but that doing that stuff is exactly what they did to get successful. Like, they'll always say, oh, don't chase money, right? Money's, you know, you can't buy happiness with money, right? But they're sitting there making like 6 figures, 8 figures, 10 figures, whatever. And that's what they did to get their money. They chased money. So which one is it, right? Which one is it? What do I do? Because I'm not really so sure. I personally think that if I did exactly what Hamza did and I spammed my shit, I would get a lot of viewers quicker. And sure, maybe they wouldn't all be organic as he's arguing, which, fair enough. Maybe not all of them would stay, but, you know, you have one person that watches it on the subreddit, you know, on a subreddit, and then they might recommend it to a friend they like that may like it, right? But they wouldn't have recommended it until I posted it and they saw it. So, right, like, would they have found it organically? I'm not sure. I'm not convinced. I think I'm just going to try to do what Hamza did, and then we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll throw out a Skillshare class. I don't know, man. But we'll see what happens. Definitely, if you've got an opinion, just drop it down below. If not, I don't really care. Just, you know, if I'm pretty interested. I don't really care if you do comment or don't, but it would be pretty interesting to see your opinion. Peace.